A war of words, Davos style. Gavin Newsom, the pompadour of pomposity, and Big Daddy Besant standing on business, just not that kind of business.
The Treasury Secretary talked about a Barbie doll. It was as if he was reading a diary and had just broken up with someone. We're deeply in their head. I think the affordability agenda appears to be, I'm living rent-free in the Trump administration's head.
All right, so if that's what's really in Besant's diary, then I want to read the whole darn thing. But I don't think so, especially if it's filled with zingers like this.
Governor Newsom, who strikes me as Patrick Bateman meets Sparkle Beach Ken, may be the only Californian who knows less about economics than Kamala Harris.
And let's not forget, it was Newsom who picked this fight. You come for one of us, you come for all of us.
Well, this is diplomacy with Donald Trump. He's a T-Rex. You mate with him or he devours you. One or the other.
Speaking of Newsom, California's failures were on display at Davos. Trump's AI czar, David Sachs, blasting the Golden State's proposed 5% wealth tax, saying, quote, before you propose new and unprecedented taxes, I think you have an obligation to taxpayers to make sure their money is being well spent. The first place to look is with all this fraud.
Joining us now, California gubernatorial candidate Steve Hilton. Steve, great to see you. I would just call Newsom kind of the Sacktown Kenbo mixed with a breadstick. That's kind of his personality, I think. That's an insult to breadsticks. Yeah. But I want to talk about the California senators, both Democrat and Republican in the state, have gotten together asking for budget transparency with this giant deficit. And nothing pisses off politicians like the governor of the state going on a jaunt to a boondoggle junket like Davos.
Exactly. I mean, I can't make up my mind, though, Dagan, what I think about this. On the one hand, you look at Gavin with his preposterous trip to Davos and, like ranting at the Europeans, trying to, pick a fight with Donald Trump, just standing in the hallway like some loser and thinking, no, you should be back here doing your job. And then I think, wait, what happens when he does do his job? We have the highest poverty rate in the country, highest unemployment rate, highest taxes, highest cost for gas, electric, housing, everything, worst business climate in America 10 years in a row. So part of me thinks, you know what, maybe you should stay there and you'll do less harm. Go see Venice next and spend some time in London. You'll be perfectly at home with all the chaos in England. This guy's a joke. He's clearly not even interested in being governor of California. He's like, his new life as a social media content creator is what seems to really get him going. But he can't even do that well. Look how pathetic he came across for this whole trip. It's just a joke.
By the way, that California's emissions did go down with just his departure from the state.
He's the climate difference maker, just Gavin Newsom.
Exactly.
Okay, so you launched, Steve, I'm interested in this, a Democrat tax calculator. It's an online tool to figure out how much the left costs the average Californian. Tell me how it works. Where do people go get it, and what will they learn from it?
So we are 50th out of 50 states for affordability. That's why it's such a joke when these people try and attack Donald Trump over that. It's the blue states that are most expensive, and California the most expensive of all. 50th out of 50 states. We wanted to put numbers on it. So we went through the basic items of household spending: gas, utilities, groceries, childcare, all those things, and the tax burden. And we looked at the average. We just calculated the national average and then compared it to the California average to look at the difference. And here's what you pay extra. The average Californian, 35 grand a year extra. Just for their policies. Now, for individuals, when you put in your own spending and your own income, it could be much higher. CaliforniaDemTax.com, you can find out exactly how much Democrat policies are costing you.
Steve, and one thing that for you to highlight as you run for governor, reversal of just the dangerous climate crusade policies
Exactly.
can lift the not just the well-being, but lift the livelihoods of every Californian. It is the worst state to be low income. It is the highest adjusted poverty rate. And if you can get oil and gas exploration back into that state, it's let's go gangbusters.
100%. Those, literally the first 2 points on the plan that I'm rolling out, which was Cal-affordable, how we make our state Cal-affordable. Number one, $3 gas. Number two, cut your electric bills in half, literally by doing what you said, ending the insane Democrat climate crusade.
$3 gas in California, you'd be a miracle worker, Steve Hilton. I like the sound of that. Good to see you, sir.
It's just common sense.
It's achievable.